What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Two guys, one game pack coming at you with a crown jewel before the shit goes off. Shit goes on. One of those things. I'm here with... What are you looking at that for?
You're good, man. Just keep going.
Just sit and enjoy it. I'm here with, as always, Sig. And I've decided
Bring it
to let somebody else come on too.
He decided to do his job finally and bring an actual guest on this fucking podcast. He has one goddamn responsibility on this fucking podcast, and it's to bring guests on, and he can't do that until now.
One friend.
Yeah. So now we got his best friend, his only friend, and he's gonna be so awesome.
So I've got one of my other good friends. That's a I'm gonna say other.
I'm deep.
That is also a wrestling fan.
Fanatic.
A
I would
friend.
say connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
Fanatic.
Connoisseur. Yeah, you're an Alexa Bliss connoisseur. To be honest.
Hey.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey.
Let's not lie. Let's not. You're not better than us. Shut up.
She's very talented in the ring.
This is Lane.
Too.
We'll leave it at that as your persona.
That works. I'll just say this to you every once in a while.
Yep, him and I were in the military together, so we were forced to hang out.
Forced. I have other friends. I choose you.
That's how we're gonna start off. Okay, we're just getting right back into it, huh? Okay. Thought it was all gonna be in the pre-show.
Is he your
No, it's
shortest
all right.
friend? Is it like the
That
US
doesn't
Cellular
matter.
commercial?
It's not
Shortest
hard to
tallest?
to be taller than me.
Not when you're
hard to be taller
5'4".
than me.
It's really not.
I hate you so much.
We can't even go to amusement parks. We have one here, and it's called Adventureland. I can't even go with them.
Because you can't fit on the rides.
You know, a true story. I got kicked off of one this year. True story. The old legs, man, that wouldn't clamp down on. No shame here, man.
So I'm just gonna sit back and let you two fucking go while I just sit over here and cry. Appreciate it. This is where this happens now.
This is gonna be a good episode.
Oh yeah, it's great. Good idea out of me.
It's gonna be a bloody
Hey, he
good
wants to
episode.
come on and talk about wrestling. Nope. Come on, just talk shit the entire time.
Hey, I went and bought a new laptop, a new desk, everything for this adventure with you. I'm ready.
Oh, so we got somebody we got somebody we can bring on like every fucking pay-per-view. Then all right,
We're done. We're done after this one. Return it. You still got a month left. Return that fucking thing.
Yeah, I still got the 2 months. I'm good. Get full money back.
We won't be needing your services after this one. Okay. Appreciate it.
I will need your services after this one.
Looks like I'm sticking around, buddy.
Whether he likes it or not.
Come over.
What's it you said? What's it you said the other week? You don't have a choice in this relationship anymore. You're stuck with me.
That's true. That's how all relationships end up.
I didn't bring either. Don't talk to you. I didn't bring you on to bring up like it's facts and shit.
I just want to point out you started this.
You started
I don't
all
know
this
why.
shit.
You know what I did? I reached out to Sig, and then I fucking reached out to you. Maybe it was like punishment. Look at my past. It's just all
Before that record button hit, you started all this. They just don't get to see it. So now you're gonna play the good guy. Like, oh, they're just making fun of me.
Whoa, no. It's all recorded at all times.
Oh, you get it then. They're gonna know.
There's a reason why he says he's the talent. I'm the producer, the editor. I do all of the shit. I have all the data. So
Nice.
I have everything.
But I do. This is what I do. This is what I do.
This is what you don't do.
The fat comedy relief.
I mean, never mind. I'll leave Rago alone just this once. Just this once, because I'm sure there's plenty to come. So let's dive in.
My bad.
Let's dive into this.
Oh, yeah, you're bad.
We have
Anyways.
Crown Jewel on November 4th, which when this airs will be tomorrow. And we have a total of 8 matches on the card, one pre-show, and then 7 actually on the card. We're gonna just kind of go in order, discuss it as one would, and what we hope, what we think will actually happen, and what will probably really happen. So, Rogel, are you caught up on wrestling? Are you you watch SmackDown? You watch Raw?
No, I can't watch Raw. It's on a fucking Hulu, so no, I didn't watch.
It is on Hulu.
Dude,
It wasn't as of yesterday. I didn't check today because I have a job.
you're the one that gave me the streaming service that I use to watch the wrestling.
No, I wasn't around on Monday night because I was with my kids.
I'm sorry. Do you get lunch? Do you get lunch?
I'm a responsible
I don't take lunch.
father. I want
No,
trick or
but you get lunch. Huh. You get a lunch, and you could watch. You could watch an episode of Raw on Hulu because it's only 90 minutes.
It hasn't been on. I've checked. It wasn't on there yesterday. I didn't.
As
check
someone who lives off of Hulu for WWE, it's on Hulu yesterday.
Bullshit! I tried to watch it yesterday.
I watched it
I
yesterday.
know he doesn't
at 1
do
p.m.
anything because I talk to him for like an hour and a half every day while he's at
At
work.
least he talks to you. I can send messages, and fucking 8 years later, the asshole responds finally.
Oh, you don't know. He don't text message, man. He's horrible at that.
Well, he never calls me.
When you send me fucking novels and shit that I have to fucking read, yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit. I gotta sound out words.
I'm not a
put
fucking
sentences
petulant. I'm not a petulant child who has to send message line by line by line by line by line.
2 or less syllables,
I come
man.
back
You
to
get...
me, we're talking about fucking wrestling again.
Okay, Crown Jewel. My bad. Let's get back.
That we're trying to deal with here.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever. Yeah, so we have 7 matches on the card. 1 pre. Where we
Stop
going?
yelling. Stop yelling.
I was
petulant.
going all day.
You petulant
Really
bitch. Stop yelling.
it's,
You're gonna be so muddled on the audio, and I can't fix it. Stop it.
You're gonna fix it. You're gonna fucking do your job.
You're really worked up, buddy.
He doesn't like being tag team on. I love this.
I knew it was gonna happen. I fucking knew it.
Good,
Glutton for
could have been
punishment.
just a nice time. You had to start.
No, I don't think we could have.
Yeah,
We could have.
I
I
don't
was
think
just
you.
ready to come on here and talk about some wrestling and
I don't think you listen to any of our wrestling episodes. It's never calm. This is just like a whole nother level. It's awesome. Love it. Every pay-per-view we're doing this now.
I'm just gonna sit over here.
Lube up with your tears. It's fine. All right, the kickoff match show will be Sami Zayn versus JD. I'll let y'all, since I'm reading, I'll let y'all start off and opinions, reality, and all that good stuff. Who do you have?
that's a boring match. I'm sorry.
I mean, let's be honest. Does it really even matter? Does this match really even
No.
matter?
If for some reason they even let JD win, it's a shame.
Why would what's the serving point behind JD winning though? Because
Or-
that's kind of what's being heavily suggested and rumored to happen. So where he's officially part of the Judgment Day. As it
That's
looks
all I
like,
can see happening.
yeah, it would.
A Judgment Day initiation. That's it.
And Zayn, sorry, you don't know this, Rigel, but Zayn lost on Monday Night Raw because Jay got involved in the match and super kicked Damian. So Zayn lost by, default. So I don't think he won the week before that either.
Oh, and then they took his buddy away. He's on SmackDown now.
Yeah, KO's on SmackDown.
So what's? I
Yep.
mean, so they split those two up to have. Sammy had all this pop and everything when he was with Bloodline and everything. Now it's just
Sammy's
kind of-
getting ready to go on this solo run for the World Heavyweight. Like that's, you can already see the progression started happening, and he's already staked his claim for it. So we're gonna see an inevitable World Heavyweight Championship match at some point.
Agreed.
So I mean that's why they split up, so where they're no longer associated as a tag team. Now, if you watch TV at all and could read between the lines, you would know this.
Stay out of that one.
But I would say, is he going along the? I guess not fully along the lines like Dana Bryan. That's who he reminds me of. I don't know why. It's exactly who he reminds me of. For a championship run, I was like that.
I don't think they're putting him as a severe underdog.
No.
He's the little guy.
No.
Yes. I don't
No.
see that.
He's not gonna be like Daniel Bryan or Rey Mysterio. He's not gonna be the underdog. He's gonna be I would say at most he overlooked and overpassed. Like he was never given the chance. He was never thought of because of his appearance and who he is and what he's done. But they've kind of pushed pretty heavily on that whole front anyways, that these indie circuit guys that got their start, that's what they're gonna lead with a lot of their storylines, and we're seeing that with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens even on SmackDown. So I want Sami to win, but I think JD's gonna win. Just
if JD wins, it's obviously going to be interference or something.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a straight up win. There's no. They got to save face for Sami.
So then, at what point does Jay get involved?
Probably right after Dominic gets involved.
Because he's not on the card.
No. And it's not Canada, so he's allowed to be. He's allowed to be there.
This is true.
Because is this the first time Sammy's been there?
Second.
Or was he there last year?
He was there last year.
That's right.
Or earlier, last year.
They did it for Night of Champions, wasn't it? No, not Night of Champions.
Super Show? Is that still a thing?
Whichever Saudi show was, because he wasn't, because he refused to go there.
Yeah.
Until they cleared up their religious thing or whatever it was.
So.
They didn't refuse or not.
He was banned at one point. They did not allow him because of his faith. Yeah. So, and then he came out and he was dressed in his religious garment. So, yeah, it's his second time being there.
That's right. Okay.
But I have JD winning dirty, of course, because that's the only way they're gonna keep the Judgment Day going.
Well, that and to save space for Sami too.
Yeah. Do you agree, Rogel? You're just kind of over there sitting, crying, pouting.
Kind of look like JD.
No, I think I hate you. I think JD wins it.
All right.
So let's go with that.
That's a good consensus.
I think it's gonna be JD.
Yeah. All right.
Just to kick off the start of the Fall Judgment Day.
Well, it kind of leads into.
I don't think the Judgment Day is going anywhere.
No, they're not going anywhere. There's a huge speculation, fan theory, rumor, whatever you want to call these stupid shit that we see on the internet. And it leads into this next match. There's a huge theory that Damian Priest is going to either be kicked out and replaced, or replaced and then kicked out by possibly Drew McIntyre if he turns full heel at this pay-per-view. But speaking of Priest, the next matchup would be, and this is not how the card's going to go at all, this is just what I pulled from WWE's website, so it's in this order. But Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. And the only thing I want to say before even diving into this is, have y'all seen the stupid fucking videos going around about Cody Rhodes' promo he cut on Monday? How it was super heel.
Turning heel? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just everybody, he's like, he's so passionate, he's so angry, he's so mad. Baby faces can be mad too.
Yes.
Everybody's
not
to be mad.
Heel.
Yeah. He didn't do a full heel turn in AEW. I don't think he's going to do one in WWE. At least not this early on.
No, because all that time was WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
Still, so yeah, I don't think you can be a heel and have the WrestleMania moment like that.
You can't
to come full circle. Not to come full circle like his dad tried to get it. Just going off like the documentary and everything else. That's what it's setting up.
Yeah, but they could. There is a way they could poetically do it where he turns full heel and still finishes storybook ending, where he kind of has that, like I got screwed over so much, kind of like what Drew McIntyre is doing right now. He has that Bret Hart heat going on him of, I'm right, y'all are stupid and wrong. I deserve this. True. I should have been done this. Cody could do that, but the only way it could do justice is if he loses again at WrestleMania, leading to his third WrestleMania being the one where he wins and he's heel, and that's how he finishes. But that's too long of a story.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a deep story.
I mean, look at Bloodline though. 3 years going on, 4 years on that one.
We're
deep.
Still going technically.
Yep. But between Rhodes and Priest, who you all got? Why? Or who do you think's going
I
to win
still
versus
think-
who do we actually think's going to win?
It's still going to be Rhodes winning, who I think anyway. What I would like to see is them kick Damian Priest out this match. Everybody think they're coming out to help Rhodes, and they just start beating on Priest. I don't know. I'm sadistic. Sorry.
No, I like it. I think if it at this match,
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
I mean, I would be up for that. I think it would make sense to do that if it comes after the Rollins versus McIntyre match, and Judgment Day gets involved in that one, and then have it be like, not to jump card, but to have Drew win, and then basically the deal was, you helped me win, but we gotta get rid of Priest, and now Priest can't capitalize on them, and the Priest is out.
Below that money in the, what is it you called it, a suitcase? Below that suitcase knockoff.
Yeah, he called it a suitcase.
Yeah.
Throwback.
I mean, come on, they've been hitting at the Priest thing for a while. I mean, he's obviously kind of catching the most of the flack from the Judgment Day. So,
I mean, he doesn't like JD. That's been his biggest issue. Everyone else likes JD. So, I mean, since JD's came on the main roster, we've seen them target, incognito-wise, target Damian Priest on.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck
the
out.
vibe is there.
Yeah. And Cody Rhodes is doing a good job saying, you've been in here for 20 years, you're the pro, and you're walk behind her, and even, calling his ass out for walking behind the likes of the douche, Dirty Dom. So.
Can't stand Dirty Dom, I'm sorry.
See, now it's got me thinking if they're going to waste somebody interfering in the pre-show and do it during this match, during the actual kickoff of Crown Jewel. Because the kickoff, it's a dark match essentially, and I mean it will be on the pre-show, but not as they could, but I would don't know if it'd be a bigger spectacle if they have happened during Cody and Damian's match.
I can see that.
But I can also see it spilling over into the match as well, and something going on there.
I mean, regardless, there's going to be a total of 3 matches where Judgment Day is heavily involved. Sami versus JD, Codes versus Priest, and Seth versus Drew. Like, it's already been very, very well displayed and shown that even on Monday Night Raw with Rhea saying, depending on who's smart and who wants to align themselves with Judgment Day, that's who's going to win. There will be a loser, and there'll be that person who aligns themselves with Judgment Day. It's easier to be in it than it is outside of the faction. So I think those 3 matches we're going to see very heavy involvement, whether scatters about the whole match or just near like the conclusion, and it's going to be a SmackDown type event where they're just going just beat the shit out of Seth or Drew or Priest or Cody. So, yeah. And that would set up for Survivor Series, because all this is supposed to accumulate and lead into Survivor Series for once, and having Crown Jewel actually mean something. So, but I would say Cody Rhodes wins, storybook reasons, of course. Loving your idea, though, of Priest just getting the shit beat out of him by his own team. But I think that will only happen if this match takes place after Seth versus Drew. And
Which
Drew were to
most
win.
likely is not happening.
Yeah. But I think Cody wins, and Damian will just throw a bitch fit because Judgment Day didn't come out to help him because they were busy before with JD and setting up for Drew. So
that's probably most likely what will happen.
So
the ass kicking will happen when he tries to cash in on the winner of Seth and Drew, especially if it's Drew.
yeah. Who you got?
I think I'm taking Damian in this one too. Not clean, but I think Damian's going this one. So far, I've got two Judgment Day wins back to back. I think with that one, I think it's just going to fuel the promo that Cody cut. Just so he can more emotion into his promos, and then his run into WrestleMania.
The promo that you watched.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Nope. to fuel with all the storyline he's got.
That makes sense then, what you just said.
You shut your damn mouth.
Yours doesn't make any logical sense as why Priest should win. The only reason, but
it does nothing for Cody's run.
Yeah, this is a one-off spoof match where it's just here to be here. But if Priest wins, this is the only way I could see it being of importance, would be to lay the groundwork that he's not getting expelled from Judgment Day, and we will see him step up and take the reins and say, no, fuck you, Rhea. Stop making matches for me. Stop making matches for everybody. I'm in charge of this group. And that would be the only reason to have him win, would be to be the front runner and be the actual leader of Judgment Day, which goes against their whole quote unquote mantra of we have no leaders, we have no ruler, even though it's Rhea.
It's not going to work. Mommy is the leader.
Mommy's always on top.
I mean, rightfully so. I mean, come on. Let's be real about it. I don't even
We're
know
not
how
saying
Buddy
that
Matthews
it's her
can handle
catching.
that.
Very well, apparently. Very well.
Yeah, I mean, good on him. Good on that man.
All right, so we have Brago's the only one for Priest. Okay, cool. Dumb decision, but cool.
Yeah. But if he does win, we'll never hear the end of it. That's what he wants. That is all he wants.
What fucking match was it at WrestleMania that you and I went rounds on of who would win, and we split our decision? You just fucking, I was right. Look at that. I told you.
No, I don't know. We're fucking split all the time.
Yeah, well, not all the time, but yeah, majority. All right, then we have the match that Brago's looking towards the most, the U.S. Championship match, Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Rey Mysterio is the champion, of course, so Logan's going for a fight.
The fact that Logan called him out after his match, after his boxing match,
After that extremely clinic of a boxing match that he put on, mind you.
Look, he's not the best boxer in the world either. Athletic, yes. But he's better at wrestling than he is boxing, I think. But between these two, it should be a decent match if Logan can keep up with Rey.
This should be a great match if done correctly.
If done correctly, if he can keep up.
Rey's 50. Logan can keep up.
Hopefully. I mean, but Rey's nowhere out. I mean, he's not out of shape by any means. He can still do some shit.
I'm not saying he is.
Logan can keep up with Rey, as long as Rey doesn't have to carry the match, which I think Logan's done in the past very well. I hope to God he does not lose this fucking match to Logan Paul. I don't want Rey to lose the damn title to Paul. I don't think he needs a damn title.
Just so we're clear, you think Mysterio is going to retain?
Yeah, I want him to, but fuck, who knows? It's just it's going to be annoying as hell because
I just want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
This is my
And new United States champion, the Maverick. Now I think this is going to be Logan Paul's like official coming out party for the WWE, giving him that title type thing. I really do. I mean, he's mentioned retirement so many times. Like, why not? And hopefully, if he gets a title, it'll keep him out of those dumbass boxing matches and whatever, and actually make him wrestle. I would like to see Logan win. Not that, I just think it would be a little bit better for wrestling, I think, if Logan Paul actually had a little bit of a belt. The dude's a good heel. I'm sorry, I put him up there with Dominic Mysterio right now with how much heat they can bring.
He's very natural at it. He's very natural.
And if he beats a Rey Mysterio, who, everybody loves Rey.
Well, let's be honest. If you're a piece of shit in real life, you're gonna catch heat.
Well, yeah.
In the
makes it easier to be a piece of shit on screen.
I mean, so I don't think Rey is losing the title nor close to retirement until, and I think it's going to be Dom that beats him and retires him at the same time.
So here's my.
So.
I have a twist on this. I agree with Lane that it's going to be Logan Paul that wins, and not just because I'm trying to disagree with Rogel, but story wise,
you guys want to
shut your whore mouth. It's fine. My turn. Shut your whore mouth. Do your thing. Cry in your corner and go hold yourself.
Kansas, right? I'm on my way. No.
Yeah, all right. But it makes sense to have Logan Paul win. It does, because we're seeing the connection between Paul and Dominic, and they're building up a fantastic chemistry between the two of them. This is all going to play out long term wise, and Paul's going to win. And you're gonna be like, look, now I have a title, and Dominic has a title, and he's the only Mysterio that has a title. It's gonna be this whole title fucking picture type shit. Mm-hmm. I would love to see Logan Paul, and I've said this before, actually be a consistent player on the SmackDown roster and just see what he can truly do versus these one-off 3-month stints where he's only here for one pay-per-view and comes back. He has the potential. We've talked about it before where we had very, very low hopes for this dude until he debuted, and then he had his amazing match with both with and against The Miz and against Roman Reigns and Ricochet, and we're seeing that he can put on a clinic. And with Ricochet, we saw he can actually carry the match without having to rely so much on veteran wrestlers. But it also makes sense to let Logan Paul win and kind of have this also be a pivotal turning point for LWO. Because the two tag teams, or the tag team guys inside LWO are natural heels. They do a lot better as heels than baby faces. And with Carlito being back now, let Carlito turn the entire group heel and basically turn on Ray, and now we have Carlito versus Ray. Selena Vega plays a better role as a heel, and Santos Escobar plays a good role as a heel too. So why not flip the script, go back to history, and let LWO be a heel faction, and let Ray be kicked out?
Be honest, they're boring right now.
Yeah, they are.
I'm sorry, but they are. They're not. It was cool for like 2 weeks when he brought it back, and then you're just.
It was cool for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Backlash. Yeah, that was it. Or Payback, whatever one it was.
But I mean, I think we're gonna see Logan go on a run and have a championship run, and I would love for him to honestly kind of do like an open challenge, even though he won't, because he's a smug asshole. But I hope he actually like fights and he's a fighter. Yeah, he's not to like push Rhea or Roman Reigns off, but those two barely hold, like they don't hold any title matches at all. If they do, it's very far few in between. And hell, there was a whole thing I saw today on the internet that Becky Lynch with her NXT title had more title matches this year than Rhea or Reigns. And I think they even went on to say, like, combined, she had more than both of them. So I want to see Logan do that and actually show he's worthy to be inside WWE. And it would also be a proving ground of, look, now I have your title. You can't get rid of me. I'm going to be here. Fuck you all. Bring on your best contenders.
Yeah.
No, he can run through LWO, forcing him to go heel even and do that spit. Like, it makes more sense for Logan to be.
I deserve to be here moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me my respects. I've earned it. I've paid my way. Look at this. You all said I couldn't. So, again, it just makes more logical sense to have Logan Paul and then let this kind of start being the downfall of Rey Mysterio, and then have Dominic retire Mysterio at a later time.
Yeah. I mean, it honestly didn't make sense for Rey Mysterio to beat Austin Theory.
No.
That made no sense.
There was no real storyline there. It felt very forced. So okay, we have Rogel has Mysterio. Unless you change your mind, you come to the dark side.
No, I'm sticking with Mysterio. I don't think it's time yet.
Oh, it's time.
It wasn't even time for him to have it. He's had it long enough.
What are you Googling over there?
I was just looking at Logan Paul's matches.
Oh,
I was just curious.
All right, then we have next up. This is I'm not looking towards this match at all. But we have the
I know what
WWE
this is.
SmackDown Women's Championship match. Io Sky, who's the champion, versus Bianca Belair. Who you got?
Are you still Googling or you want me to
Yeah,
take
he's
No.
still Googling. You can
Go
go.
ahead.
He's going to
No, go
Google
ahead.
for a bit.
Dude, I'm an EO fan. Taking EO. I'm an EO fan. I can't help it. I like her. I want her to. I think they're still building towards a Bailey and EO WrestleMania, so I think EO is going to keep it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that is one of the more popular fan theories I'm seeing around happening on Saturday is Io wins, and you know, then during her congratulation moment, Bailey's gonna attack her, and she's gonna turn on Io. I've also seen that to save face for Belair is to have Bailey interfere, costing her the match, and then Io retaining, but not clean, and then still turning on Io. Or turning on Io,
I mean, there's
costing it
been
the way. So, but Bailey
multiple times that, there's been multiple times that Io has asked her not to get involved, and she does. So, I mean, they're building towards something. It's got to be a Bailey Io thing coming up soon.
You know, Bailey's not fucking interesting to watch at all. She's boring as hell. I don't like her.
Yeah, she's been very boring since she came back.
Since she came, she is the worst of the four horsewomen. The worst.
I can't stand that they even use that.
Well,
How dare you?
I can't stand it.
How dare you?
But I think with
oh, very
You can't even name the original Four Horsemen.
I'm with what's that?
I said you can't even name the original Four Horsemen.
get off Google.
Top of my head right now, I can't.
Put your hands up.
Yeah.
Put your hands
I
up.
think with
Hands up.
I think with this one, I'm gonna go with Io Sky as well. I'm on the same boat as a Bailey fucking with Belair to cost her the match. I don't see Io losing the title right now. I don't think she loses to Bailey either, but I think Io has it for a while.
Jumping the gun. All right.
She needs to. Like Io's more fun and entertaining to watch. It could just be me. I prefer high flyers because it's more of an interesting match. Nothing wrong with like ground and pound style like Drew and Roman, but being that high flyer mix in there is just a very nice break of the monotonous. That is, I'm gonna spear you. I'm gonna choke slam you. Done. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's a smart decision. Bianca doesn't need this either. Like there's no benefit to her. This does more for Io than Bianca, whether set up a feud with Bailey or just to get a clean win, which I don't think is going to happen. But if she gets a clean win, then she establishes herself as a true champion either which way. So Io comes out ahead regardless. So, and then we have.
That was the easiest one we've done.
I think there may be another one that's a lot easier.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Next up, we have John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. And we already know Cena is hinting very strongly on he's retiring soon. He's stepping away, and he needs this.
So are we all in agreement that Solo wins this one?
Solo wins.
I mean, what does it do for Cena?
Nothing.
All he's doing is putting over guys at this point.
Yeah, it just derails Solo for no reason. It would be there's no reason for that win.
So
and it needs to be.
Is it clean?
Not down. I think so.
You think so?
I think it's a clean one.
With no involvement from Jimmy.
I don't think so, Jimmy.
I would hope not.
Yeah,
but you never know.
I don't think he needs it. I think he needs to beat Cena straight up for his. Just for his character and everything else. I can see Jimmy being there to kind of mess with Cena.
A distraction.
Because all it does at that point, I think if the enforcer, which they heavily put on Solo, if he can't win clean enough to dominate Cena, I don't think it'll be a complete domination of it. But for him to inflict some pain on Cena in the way that he does stuff without having Jimmy touch Cena, now distract him, I can definitely see that. And then him hitting you with a spike or something else. But yeah, I see Solo walk away with this one in a way that Jimmy doesn't do a whole lot of anything in the match.
So because I read way too much into things thanks to ADHD. I think I'm in agreement. Solo wins. However, I think Jimmy's gonna run an audible and get involved because Cena's gonna either do like a couple attitude adjustments or get him in the submission, and it's going to basically Jimmy jumps a barricade type style and comes in and costs the match and get like involved and either somehow makes John Cena win by interference, which I don't think will happen, or he's going to try to get involved. John Cena is going to stop what he's doing to Solo, focus on Jimmy, and then, attitude adjust him, whatever he needs to do, just in time for a Solo then to spin Cena around, Samoa spike him to the throat, drop Cena, win. That's like the ideal, like the layout on how this is, because we're already seeing the storyline with Bloodline right now is Jimmy wants back in, and he is to call audibles and to help Roman Reigns and take care of Roman Reigns' issues. Yeah.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's logical to have him get involved in this match and be the like distraction, but he actually gets physically involved. I think Solo will win, but I can also see John Cena winning by default of Jimmy getting involved and the ref just being like, hey, you super kicked him, you're out, or hey, you touched him, whatever. Mumbo jumbo bullshit happens. I can see it both ways, but Solo needs to win. If he doesn't, then we're going to see the first of many family feuds happen where it's going to be Solo versus Jimmy really soon.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see Jimmy get kicked out of the bloodline. And then it's going to just be Reigns and Solo again. My theory. I read into stuff.
Are going to come up.
Yeah. So, I mean, those two, the two Hawaii cousins that are on, or were on the MLW league, they're done. Their contract's up. Yeah. So we may see them soon. Hopefully you see them soon, because the really big dude, he's fucking impressive to watch. I can't think of his name right now, but he's impressive to watch on the circuits.
Which one's Amagu's son? One of them's Amagu's son, right?
He's the skinnier dude. He's the skinnier of the two, but
he's the taller, skinnier one. Yeah.
The beefier looking dude, he can do like a freaking somersault and backflip off the top row, and he's a big dude. Like,
he's got a belt also, doesn't he?
He did. Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if he still does, but he may. I don't follow MLW too closely to be able to say definitively, but yeah, Solo wins. I think we all agreed on that. I don't think it's gonna be clean though. It's gonna be involvement. You guys have clean wins to a degree.
I think it's gonna be a thank you match. Solo's gonna say thank you as he pins him.
Yep. I mean, they need to build up Solo stronger so where he can take over Reigns' position at one point.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have the other women's world championship match, which is a fatal 5-way. We have Rhea Ripley, who's a champion, versus Nia Jax, versus Shayna Baszler, versus Raquel Rodriguez, versus Zoe Stark. I think we can make this easy and say Rhea's going to win regardless.
Well, yeah, I mean, Nia's going to fucking hurt everybody else, and then Rhea's just going to pin Nia. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's none of the others. Raquel's the closest to being over. None of the others are over enough to really hold that belt.
I could make an argument for Zoe Stark after her stint with
Zoe
Trish.
would be the one I would like to see. If they were going to make Rhea lose, Zoe's the one I would want to see hold the belt. But Zoe I don't see it happening right now.
It could be at WrestleMania. That would be a good match.
I do like Zoe.
I mean, there's really nothing interesting about this match. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, these are all 5 powerhouses, but this is not going to be I think we'll see 5 major spots because they each have to have their like shining moment where they show their most powerful move. It could have 4 and it's all just against Nia, like who can pick her up the easiest, who can do the biggest move to Nia, because she is the biggest woman on this match card.
Mhm.
And she deserves it because she's a very dangerous. She looks very dangerous. Let me put it that way. She looks very dangerous to wrestle against. Sami, people she's injured in the past. So, but Rhea's on a run, whether we like her or not. She's supposed to be breaking a record or something soon. So she's not entertaining to watch in the matches right now either. And she has
Not at all.
No, they're pushing her though. They love her.
Whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
If like we said, if anybody takes this and it needs to be Zoe to dethrone her,
I agree.
that would be, I think that would receive such a big pop in the crowd for everyone. Just be like, oh yeah, Rhea's gonna win. Be like, oh my fucking god, Zoe won. I don't think the other three girls on this or women on this match card would receive that type of pop. Nia's the, nobody really likes her anyways.
They would boo.
Boo her out of the fucking
They
building.
would boo.
Raquel would be cheered. Shayna would be probably cheered, but that's it. Zoe would be the only one that gets a pop.
I need Shayna over here. I forgot to bring a bottle opener down. I need her teeth. I'm sorry. She could easily kick my ass.
Oh, she could
Ill-timed
fucking
joke.
destroy
Please.
you.
Please don't destroy me.
Pay me $1 million first, and I'll let you beat the shit out of me. I'm okay. Money talks. All right, so we have. It's true. Don't act like it doesn't.
Oh man, someone said to me the other day, Shayna's so ugly, man. When she walked by you, your clothes wrinkle, and for some reason that has stuck with me. And it's not that funny, man, but I can't stop laughing about it.
It's kind of funny. There's a lot to that joke right there.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh my god. All right, we got 2 more matches on the card. Next one up, we have the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, who's the current champion, versus Drew McIntyre. This is the one we talked about earlier about Judgment Day involvement. Thoughts, ideas, concepts, theories, speculations. Those are all big words for you, Rago, I know.
Go for it, talent.
Fucker. Let's see, because last year was the triple threat, correct? Between Sheamus, Drew, and
Was
it a Crown Jewel?
No, that was
Was it really?
WrestleMania.
That was WrestleMania. You talking about Gunther?
What was that?
The
Okay.
Intercontinental Triple Threat?
What was their match last year that Drew was in?
Against
Crown
Roman
Jewel?
Reigns at Clash of the Castle.
Maybe it was Clash of the Castle. Okay.
I'm about to
That's
ban you
our-
from these episodes and just make it Wayne and I for
Shut
wrestling
up.
episodes.
That's our talent, everybody.
I can't pick on this one because I want Drew to win it, but I don't want Seth to lose
You're
the title
defeating
yet.
the whole point of this fucking episode.
I'm trying to. You shut your damn mouth. I'm talking.
Not really.
Good job, buddy.
I don't know if Drew's really done his full turn yet, and I don't think they're ready to let Seth drop it yet. But I think walking out of this one, I don't think Seth drops it. It'll be probably a hell of a match between the two. You probably see more of the dark side of Drew come out and be a little more dirtier, but I don't see Seth losing the title.
No, I agree. I don't think Seth loses it. I think he hangs on to it. I feel like if they're going to have Seth lose it, it's going to be at WrestleMania. They're going to give him that respect for it.
Yeah.
I think the Judgment Day do get involved, like we talked about, but I think that's what cost Drew the match. That's what I think is going to happen.
So here, I've seen a lot of rumors and speculations around this one. And it kind of
There's a lot of them.
There's so fucking many.
So many.
The gist I kind of took away from it, and I like the idea of it, is Seth wins regardless. But the way it works out is Judgment Day gets involved and goes after basically both of them at separate times. We have them start off with attacking Seth Rollins and distracting the referee. not Priest, sorry. McIntyre goes over, tries to pin, and gets kicked out. And then you see him going to the edge and be like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here, go away, I don't need your help. We don't need you. They stay out there, then they get involved again, and they get McIntyre, because again, they had to prove a point. No one's better than Judgment Day. And then at that point, we have Seth Rollins kind of sitting at that pivotal moment of his dilemma of, does he go up for a curb stomp or pedigree or Spanish fly and then win and take the cheap win, or does he like also go to the edge and say, hey, get the fuck out of here, I don't need you guys? Or the referee can get involved and say, you guys are kicked out, and then still Rollins takes the win. It will not be clean. It will not be a pure decisive win. It will be a back and forth. And this has, probably looking at this whole match card, this is one of the matches where like I could see this being a great match. Could possibly be a standout match of this card. The only other one I would say has a chance would be the next one, where Reigns versus LA Knight has a chance to be really good. But also Cody versus Priest, just because Cody can put on a good match and carry if he needs to, and Priest is good too, to a degree, as long as his opponent's good on it too. But I'm in agreement with y'all. I think Seth Rollins, but it's going to be massive involvement from Judgment Day, and it's what's going to piss Drew McIntyre off again. And basically, he's going to turn full heel. And it would lead into Survivor Series, where they could do Judgment Day with McIntyre, because that's what JD, Mysterio, Finn, Priest, and McIntyre. So that's 5 guys. And then they could do, Rhodes, Zayn, Jay, Seth, and 5th person, which you could easily do. And it's heavily rumored, because Reigns will not be at Survivor Series, is Randy Orton will be there, and he will make his triumphant return at Survivor Series, which could lead to War Games. So I'm glad some people actually like read up on the news and articles and shit. I'm not having to carry that fucking conversation.
I think
since the first Crown Jewel back in 21, there's only been, and from what I've looked at, there's only been one title change.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we looking at maybe the second one? I think we've already said you guys think that Logan Paul takes it from Mysterio.
Yeah.
But at that point, how do you think in any way have...
Fair question here.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Shut up.
I'm gonna tell you like I tell my daughter, pause,
if it's how,
compose your thoughts, and then say it.
Looking at it, okay, we already went through Rhea winning, Seth Rollins winning. Now the Reigns LA Knight, there's no way.
We're not even at that match yet, but yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm shut up. But we're looking at everything. They haven't changed the title since 21. It's only been one.
Okay.
But my point that I'm trying to get to, like we always talk about, the appease of the masses of the princes. Okay. So with what we have with this match with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, is there any way that we think that possibly it could just be they want to see Drew win?
No. Because here's the difference.
I think they're. Go ahead.
I will say, like I told you this before, once TKO became a thing and Endeavor took over, is I do not see them bowing down, or Triple H bowing down to the princes and saying, fine, you can dictate the winners and losers of this match, because Triple H wants story continuity across all his shows, across his pay-per-views, to actually make fucking sense now, versus Vince McMahon saying, oh, no, it's okay, you're paying us billions of dollars, that's fine, you tell us who wins and who loses, and we will figure out a way to make this cohesive storyline that won't ever actually make sense. So I don't think the princes, for once, play any involvement in this, or any of these matches, because we have no legends on this card either. This is the first time in any Crown Jewel that there has not been he's not legend. He's not Hall of Famer.
I mean,
I would say he's a legend, but that's literally the stat that was released by WWE.
Rey Mysterio.
Saturday?
Rey Mysterio's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I'm going up WWE. I still want to say he's a legend. Yeah, dude.
I would just say, like, he's in Hall of Fame as well.
I'll
Like,
make a case for that one.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's fine. It's WWE. But I don't think we're gonna have any involvement because Triple H is making this connect to Survivor Series, and they don't have much time between November 4th and November 25th. 25th.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 21 days. That's 3 weeks. They would have to rewrite all the stories, which they can do. We've seen them do it with the bands, but Triple H doesn't want that. He wants story continuity. He's been very vocal about he wants to make this the best product and go back a few years or decades even with how stories are written, how they're played out. So I don't think Saudi has anything to do with this.
I don't think they do either.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only guarantee in that match is the Judgment Day gets involved.
Yeah. Are you sticking with Seth Rollins, or are you going with?
I'm sticking with Seth.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm sick with Seth.
Well, you're long-winded.
No, I was looking at
Story there of
what you thought about that, because how, like, no titles have changed except for, and it was a women's change.
Yeah.
You asked a question, made a statement, made a point, asked a question, statement, question.
Nobody
That was
should identify breakdown shit.
long-winded explanation to get to. Do you think the princes want Drew? See how quick I asked that? Hey, do you think the princes are going to want Drew to win?
Yeah, I mean,
Thoughts?
I would have understood. It's a subject we've talked about before numerous times of how press involvements. But regardless, let's move on because we can just shit on Rogel all day from this point alone. We won't. We'll give him a break for now. Last match on the card is, again, this is probably the easiest match of the night. Is the undisputed WWE Universal Championship Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. We all know. Yeah, we all know.
They're just gonna shit on LA Knight again.
That's Roman.
I don't think they're going to shit on LA Knight. I don't. Like,
Crown
That's
Jewel
what
is
they've done with it.
not the right venue for Roman Reigns to lose his title after this reign.
Oh no, not at all.
could you fucking imagine
I
if they let him drop the title and just be AWOL until WrestleMania or Rumble whenever he comes back? Just to have Reigns drop it to, of all people, LA Knight rather than Cody Rhodes or Jay or anyone else. Like, the implication and the enormous pop LA Knight would get globally would be ridiculous. He's not going to win, but they would be ridiculous. It would be huge. I think you could almost say it's the biggest upset, period. Because they have position Reigns.
Crown Jewel is not the right venue.
No. But God, that'd be fucking amazing.
Oh, I mean, I'd be happy. I would be extremely happy, but
first time I go live on Facebook for two guys, like, oh my God, you fucking see that? We didn't predict it. My God.
We're crying. We did it. Yeah.
But I mean, Reigns is going to win regardless because we know he's going to carry it through WrestleMania. We've already, they kind of spoiled it with Elimination Chamber down in Australia with the artwork and everything coming through already, and Reigns has the title. So, granted, things can change, but, spoiler type thing. But, so we agreed on all but two.
Priest and JD.
We all agreed JD. No, wait. Did we all agree JD would win?
No.
You guys said Zayn?
No, I picked JD. You guys said Sami.
We said if JD won, it would be because of an interference or something. They're not going to just have Sami lose outright to him.
Yeah.
Then
but I still think Sami's going to take it. I mean,
this is a toss-up
show. It's not going to be. Who cares? I mean, it's going to be.
They'll have minor implications, but
yeah.
The only two real matches then was Cody Rhodes versus Priest. Wayne and I have Cody Rogel has Priest, and then the U.S. title match, Rogel has Mysterio, Wing, I have Paul. So, I mean, with that said, of these 7, 8 matches, what's your guys' pick of the night? Like, what's your match of the night you think's gonna be the one that's best to watch, most entertaining? And so help me, either one of you say fucking women's world championship match. You're not coming back. This will be a one-man solo show.
Okay, so hear me out.
You get all these chicks in one ring.
I don't know if you remember the match between EO and Belair at Payback, but that is the match that made me a freaking fan of EO instantly. That was a hell of a match she put on against Belair. And I think she definitely has the possibility for that match to be a show stealer again. I really think it was that night, personally. Yeah. I think it was the show of the night, or the match of the night that night. I think with the whole prediction of Judgment Day interfering so much with the other ones that it's just not going to be as exciting because you just kind of know it's coming.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be between Rhodes and Priest and Io and Bianca, and that's where my toss-up is going to be for the match of the night.
I can get
leaning more towards more with Io and Belair. I think will end up stealing the night.
Yeah,
that's just my thought. It's just a thought.
So you have Io and Cody. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Rogel? What's your match of the night?
I'm really hoping it's Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul. I hope Rey and Logan put on a hell of a match, and regardless of the outcome of it, that it's a great match. Because I like Rey. I like the way Logan does shit as well in the ring, and if it can be somewhat of a high flyer. I mean, it doesn't have to be an all-out fucking flipping off the ropes and everything else the whole damn match, but enough to do some stuff that's entertaining. And he's not missing moves to try and be a highlight reel. It could be really good. The other one I think that really has a lot of potential is Seth and Drew. I think with those two, it could be a hell of a match. But I'm gonna stick with Rey and Logan Paul.
That's a good one. I mean,
yeah.
Logan's matches have never disappointed.
Those two and Io, those are like the three I have. Of like Logan and Mysterio could definitely be top contender for match tonight, but this has a lot to do with Mysterio because Logan is a high flyer and he is able to do all these moves. And like you said earlier, Mysterio's 50 and he's not as much of a high flyer anymore. He's very cautious about his moves, rightfully so. He's getting up there. So this could be, but I lean more towards Seth versus Drew being the match of the night, just because Seth very rarely disappoints in matches, as long as his teammate is a solid worker and can help put each other over. It's always a fucking amazing spectacle to watch. And Drew is one of those, like, he can take a bump, he can go high flying too. Seth can go high flying, and they can both do over the top rope type moves. Even with Judgment Day's involvement, I think all Judgment Day will do this match is enhance it to another degree, because we're going to see implications basically start forming and everything going out. But again, Io versus Bianca, that was an amazing match. I was not familiar with Io too much, and like you, that was the match that made me go, "Oh shit, she's somebody to watch." She was really good, fun to watch. And I think even when it's that one I actually live stream on Twitch, it may have been the other one, but that was one that I was like, "Oh, we predicted Bianca, but Io definitely should have." Even one back then, she could have handle it, but the story arc works great for turning against Bailey. So I'm going to stick with Drew and Seth just because I have a gut feeling about that. But your guys are like, all three of these are solid picks and good. I unfortunately think the shittiest match of the night is going to come down to the Fatal 5-Way match.
It always does.
Well, it's going to be so bad. But
it shouldn't. That's the thing. It's like with 5 of these people, this should be positioned to be an amazing match because it's no rules. It's just pin or submit. They
If you
should
took
be
out
able to do
Nia
all this.
Jax and put
Oh.
anybody else in there, it could be a great
I would say
match.
take out Nia and Shayna. Shayna's,
it could be a
Shayna's good to a
phenomenal
point,
match.
but she's not fun to watch all the time. Nia's just, you know, she. So
She just botches too much. She's just not.
but I mean that should be a contender, but unfortunately it's not. Here's one. I'll twist this up. How many people get injured on the Fatal 5-Way match?
Oh,
Polls?
over under? Over under or what?
I'll give you one. I'll give you a one over, one under type.
Ooh.
Because if I give you any more, you can just say 3 and you fucking win. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say over 1.
what about you? You think 1? None?
See.
2?
I'm gonna go at least 2. Somebody's getting their nose broken.
Zoe.
Hey,
She's notorious for that.
That made Becky's career, man. She breaks Zoe's nose. We might see the next Becky Lynch. We don't know.
She breaks her nose. She might straighten her shit out.
Damn.
I think
it's gonna be at least 1.
Oh, gotta be.
It's not gonna be Rhea. Rhea's just technically fully recovered.
I think Raquel will be out for a while after this match. Again,
See,
she cannot stay healthy.
I'm leaning towards Baszler because they've over the last like 4 weeks they have pushed very strongly the narrative of Nia Jax broke Shayna. Nia Jax destroyed Shayna. Like she has stated that every week after week that I am the one who destroyed Shayna. I'm the one that broke Shayna. The other people she says squash or smash. I broke. So because that bad blood that's already there, I think Shayna gets injured.
Too much could go wrong.
It could also be Nia that they all just, again, 4 massive spots and they all just pick on Nia. And
What was that guy's name that got picked on in the Royal Pewter? It's gonna be like that when what is it, Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit and them just all chopped the shit out of him for like 30 minutes. Daniel Pewter, that's what it was. Yeah.
They also got
Holly was in there.
Holly, that's what it's not Lance Storm. Yeah, they all just fucking chop the shit out of him. That's what you get for running your mouth. So, with that said, the only other things we have really is, do we suspect any new players or surprise returns at Crown Jewel? We know Lesnar's not going to be there. That's already been made very clear.
I don't think Orton makes his return yet.
No, that's being said.
I don't see too many surprise returns at Crown Jewel. It just doesn't seem like the venue.
We also don't see story continuity at Crown Jewel either. So
that's true.
Yeah, because didn't Bray have a thing last year?
Yeah,
that was the Extreme Rules, wasn't it? Oh, what are you talking about? When he came back, or
he had something there? I don't remember if he was back or. They may have something, but I don't know if it's going to be anything like spectacular. As far as a return, though, who's left to return other than Orton? I don't think anybody knew, like, for Bloodline.
Bray Wyatt was at Crown Jewel last year. He just didn't, like, do anything. He was there. He did a promo.
Okay.
I mean, there's really no one. There's really no one left. The only player would be Jade Cargill. She'd be the only one that could like.
Forgot about Jade.
But they're doing a really good job of just like letting her be seen and kind of.
She is huge. I didn't know how tall she was.
Oh,
she's tall as shit.
She is a beast.
They need to put her up against like Rhea or something for the WrestleMania.
Current rumor right now, she's gonna have a run with Charlotte.
That's I called that from when they first signed her. I feel like they have the same body type, damn near.
Yeah,
like they just seem like they match. Yeah.
But I mean, so we have no new players, no new returns. Like Jade could, but again, like you were saying, this isn't the atmosphere to return, especially for a female to return. Or
she'd have to be all full bodysuit or whatever it is they have to wear.
Yeah. Is Ospreay NXT?
No, that's the thing. Like he tweeted several weeks ago saying, "I'll see you soon, WWE," or something along the lines where he literally had an image and he signed with WWE. But last week he tweeted saying, "Impact Wrestling is now a contender for him to sign his contract with." So I don't know what the fuck's going on with Ospreay anymore. His tweets are all over the place. There's no like collectiveness behind it. He was signed with WWE at one point, and they even broadcasted it on social media, and that's down and taken away now. And now he's talking about Impact or even AEW or New Japan. So who the fuck knows? The only other guy that came from AEW was Brian King, and he's going by well, they changed his name. He's going by something stupid. He's in NXT.
I don't know. Do we have anybody that can maybe come from it? I don't. Thing is, I don't see any openings anywhere for anybody to really come back.
All smoke and mirrors, man.
Or
Brian
CM Punk's coming back.
Brian Pillman, not King. Brian Pillman was in AEW and he got signed to WWE. He's now in the
that's right.
Lexus King. Stupid fucking name.
They didn't want to use that. I don't think they want him associated with his dad after what happened with his dad.
Nope.
So,
I mean, those are the only two. Jade and him would be the only two, but he's doing a stunt right now in NXT. I don't have anybody on my card for returns or show ups or promos or anything. So.
And nobody coming up from NXT like,
man.
Shit. Did he sign with Impact or no?
I don't know what CM Punk's doing, man.
No, he was
nobody wants that dude.
Nobody needs him. We talked about this in the last wrestling episode where he's so fucking toxic. The culture behind him is toxic. Mm-hmm. Nothing. He brings nothing anymore. He's an overhyped.
The cancer is real.
That's being nice to call him a cancer. At least cancer dies and goes away. He's here. This fucker does not go.
Good point.
But
I don't know.
And if he were to come back too, it'd be Survivor Series in Chicago. But no, the last thing you saw about Punk and Impact was he was supposed to be at their pay-per-view, Bound for Glory. And then there was rumors that he was going to sign with Impact. But I just read something on Friday saying they couldn't come to a deal because Punk is wanting millions and millions and millions of dollars. He had a $600 million contract, I believe, in AEW. And they fucking canned him for 60 million. 60 million sounds right. 600 sounds way too much for him.
I was like, 600 million. Dang.
600. Yeah, it was. I would have to research the number, but it was a fucking ton of money, and nobody wants to pay it. And then there were supposed talks between him and WWE again. Money came into play. He doesn't want to bow down for anything less. Just again, cool, whatever. Fuck off. We don't need you. If this was like 8 years ago, I would say, yeah, bring Punk back. He was good. He had a good run. They're in position, but there's no one on the card, or not this card. There's no one in WWE that would take any type of benefit to face Punk. Like, there's not even dream matches that would need to happen. Because if there are dream matches, Punk has to lose, and Punk won't lose. He may start some shit in the back, too. About real glass, fake glass. Dumbass. Right. Other than that, how much of an impact, we kind of already talked about this a little bit, but the impact of this card leading into Survivor Series.
Oh, you hit on it. I think it's going to have a pretty good setup for that War Games.
Yep.
Judgment Day, Drew. I think you're dead on with what you were talking about earlier.
I hope so. Give me 3 weeks, and if so, I'm about it.
I mean, it feels like that's what they've been going towards for the last couple of weeks here, anyway. So,
and War Games is supposed to be a Monday Night Raw match only. Like, we're not going to see a SmackDown edition.
Really,
that was the latest thing released this morning. Was Triple H has been hinting very strongly at War Games is coming back. And they are going to have a 5-man match versus 5 women. So we know for sure there's going to be a men's War Game, and Raw is likely to be the contender for it, which is why I mentioned Judgment Day versus Cody's gang. So
Cody, Jay, Sami,
Seth. It's that 5th person, like again. It would be awesome to have the 5th person be Randy Orton.
Randy, God, that'd be huge.
Doesn't make a lot of sense though, because he's a heel. But I guess when he left, he was more baby.
When he left, he wasn't. I mean, he was kind of on the fence when he got hurt.
RK Bro, man, come on.
But I mean, he could
That's
come. He
gone.
could easily come back as a yeah. He could easily come back as a baby face and get a huge pop, especially teaming up with all those guys.
Dude, Randy can do whatever he wants. He's going to get
Yeah.
a huge pop. The crowd loves him. Everybody loves him.
That's my. I mean, I've already said that's my speculation, and we'll retouch it. I think the Monday before, so November 20th, we're gonna see them finalize the match for War Games. I bet you anything we're gonna see Randy on the 25th, and he's going to be the fifth man. I'm calling my
That'd be
shot
huge.
now with that. So,
God, that'd be huge. I hope you're right.
because I mean,
I'm
they
not
used to
even gonna
work
say
with Cody
anybody else.
Rhodes, and they have a history too.
Yeah,
So.
legacy, man.
Yep. So, but I mean,
I'm not even going to say anybody else. I don't want to jinx it.
That's it.
yeah, there was a lot of people were trying to figure out who the women's match could be, but there's not enough women in the
No, all
division
5 of them
to
are already fighting on this card.
can't name 5. I can't name 5 other women's inside the Raw roster.
Was it Chelsea? Piper?
Yeah, there's 2.
Becky?
Natty.
Becky?
All right, so we got 4. We need 1 more. Is Tegan Knox Raw?
I think she is, isn't she?
All right, look at that. We got 5. We can just throw 10
Oh, yeah.
fucking girls together. It's fine.
Just mix it up. Mix it up. I
cares?
mean, that's what they did last year. Let's be honest.
But I have a lot of hope for Survivor Series, and this card, even though Judgment Day takes up like a third of it, this card has a lot of hopes to be like a good crown jewel versus
It's one of the better
past one
crown
being.
jewels.
So, but we shall see. Other than that, Roggle, you got anything? Anything you need to share? Anything? No, no one cares. Okay, Lane, we gotta get you definitely back on here on the.
Hey, it was a pleasure, guys. Absolutely.
21st or
This was
22nd.
fun.
So we got
Anytime.
all right, anytime. You heard it, Roggle. I'm gonna text you 2 syllables or less, and then I'm gonna, you need to invite him.
I'm deleting from Discord and everything now, so good luck.
No big words.
I lost his number.
Lane, video, go.
Good thing there's like a whole. Here, hold on. Let me just. Oh, there we go. Now I have his Discord info. Now you're screwed.
There we go.
You'll just show up one day. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, you ready to go, Roggle? Yeah." But join. What the fuck? You told me you were busy. Psych, bitch.
No.
No, just no. Okay, whatever.
No.
You love it.
It's stacked up to be a good card. Other than that, Lane, you got anything you want to share about yourself? Any projects, anything you're doing? Shit on Roggle some
No,
more?
you know what? I'm a stay-at-home dad. I have nothing going on right now.
Damn.
That's what I heard. So no, man, like I said, just thank you guys for letting me come in. This was fun. It's nice to meet a fellow Bash on Rago guy. So that was good. That was
Any
good.
fucking day, anytime.
Yeah.
I got jokes for days.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be so happy when this. I'm gonna be so happy when this episode fucking blows up.
Oh, I do
wrestling
want
once,
to say.
so it doesn't
I do
count.
want to say one thing. Shayna, I did not mean that about your teeth. Please do not come looking for me.
What about
I
the
am
smell?
sorry.
What about that joke?
No, you know what?
I didn't say it wasn't the smell. Someone made a joke about her being ugly that she wrinkles your clothes.
I
I
hope it
didn't
does.
say that. I did not say that.
That just means that we become a bigger deal if she hears this.
I am frightened of that
Look,
of her.
if she
and I
fucking
do
hears
not
this, I'm done.
I do not want her coming out. I am very frightened of her, and I am not ashamed to admit it.
I'd be like $1 million.
All a joke.
Okay.
All a joke. Please don't hate me.
I was kidding. No, no more. Sorry.
Roggle made me do it.
Yeah,
I mean-
back to me.
Hey, if all my rumors are correct, she's with Dakota Kai right now. Am I right?
I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
I don't
I'm
follow.
pretty sure that's who she's seeing right now. So good for you. I mean, see, you don't need to beat me up.
I mean, that's what she's. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't stand Dakota Kai either, so
Bro, you're so angry.
I've never liked her. I've talked many things about her on the podcast. So if you're worried about anybody coming after her, she's the one that's that crackhead.
Wow.
So yeah.
I don't know. This is saying that she's just linked to Shayna Baszler.
Mm,
But then, like, you do Google and it says her husband.
linked.
Is that a new word that we're going with? Yeah, her media pages and everything just says she's linked to Shayna Baszler, Tegan Knox, and Shane Thorne. He's never confirmed she's in a relationship with Shayna.
What's this? We'll just go off this rumors I'm hearing through the other wrestling chat groups and stuff that I'm in. So who knows? Who knows what's true? Either way, like I said, I'm sorry.
This one says she's in a relationship with Raquel Rodriguez, but Raquel's in a relationship with Braun Strowman.
I was gonna say, yeah, the monster of all monsters.
He needs to make a comeback. That's who he can come back on Crown Jewel.
To do what though? Like he won't get a push again.
He wasn't booked properly. He needs to be booked as a proper monster. And like
who will come back before him? Will be Omos.
Oh.
No, hold on. Okay. Before we go, I just fucking read an article too about Omos. How Triple H supposedly has big plans for him, and we're seeing him a lot on the house shows. So I expect him to play a, quote, integral part at Elimination Chamber. And he's boring as fuck to watch.
If they play that dude right, he could do good things. But they got him on this whole thing they're doing with him right now is just garbage.
He has no moves. I mean, he's
don't
just a
need
gigantic
moves.
dude. You do to be exciting enough to watch.
Gigantic, awesome human being like Andre the Giant.
But here's the thing. I will agree with you. Andre's awesome, but here's the problem. That was decades ago. That does not fly now.
No, can't do it. It doesn't work.
So it's just...
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, Braun Strowman's the same way. Like he has a lot of moves that he could pull. He's,
run around the ring and drive you with a shoulder.
He can fucking beat the shit out of you.
Well, yeah, Omos, everybody on the roster could.
I'm pretty positive I could take a couple of them.
To dinner.
Shut up.
What's his name?
I could take
shut up.
But no, I mean, if they're booked right, we need to have like an actual giant, but they can't be booked like the Great Khali who just stood there.
That's what Omos is.
Yeah. He has to like get his endurance up, his stamina up. He has to be able to like run a degree, not just I'm gonna walk 2 steps and he looks like he's out running. But him and Strowman have potential to do like good things, but they have to be booked and stored correctly to work properly. But I had to mention that because I saw that this morning. Anyways,
maybe
that's all I got for you people. Don't worry, Lane will be back, whether Rago likes it or not. This fucker will be back in 3 weeks' time. So
perfect.
Stay tuned for that. Rago, you got anything?
I got
Stop
nothing.
Googling and talk.
I'm talking and Googling. You shut your damn mouth.
You can't multitask.
Oh, I can too.
You were Army. No,
nope, I got nothing.
I watched you walk and break your face on a light thing. You can't walk.
Nobody watched me do that.
We should really some content from you for some Patreon account stuff.
Shut up. Be sure to check us out Thursday nights. Sig and I play Warzone, and that's about it. We're joined by Lance at the same time, if he can play. We're allowed to. I don't know yet.
You're welcome to join us if you have Call of Duty.
He doesn't play. He doesn't play Call of Duty.
We shit on Rago all night. I mean, and me.
Yeah, well, I will get shit on a lot playing that. So
no, not like play stuff. Like we suck. It's fine. Just verbally abuse each other.
No, I'm good at that.
Yeah, it's not just me that they verbally abuse. It's each other.
Yeah, that's perfect. But yeah, no, I suck at video games.
Nope. I got nothing. Until next time. Bye, bitch.